We always hear about these huge data center outages, but what about the small guys? The silent killers in small enterprise IT.
Yeah, that's what we're digging into today.
That utility closet, the back office server room, where a simple burst pipe could wipe out a business in literally an hour.
And that's our mission here. We're looking at the NTI E-2DB Small Enterprise Environment Monitoring System. And it's not just a fancy thermometer.
Right.
It's a whole proactive defense system. It's designed to stop that kind of component destruction using layered sensing. I mean, sure, it monitors temperature, humidity, water, the basics.
But the magic is in how it turns that data into action.
Precisely.
Okay, so let's get to the specifics. Its capacity. The unit supports 7 sensor inputs, 2 external ones, which are configurable, and then 5 digital inputs. Why that mix?
That's where the strategy comes in. Those 5 digital inputs, they use what the source calls dry contact closures.
Okay, break that down for us. What does that actually mean?
So for anyone listening, it just means it connects to any simple physical switch. Think a magnetic door contact, a standard smoke detector. It doesn't need its own power.
Ah, I see.
It just tells the system if a circuit is open or closed. It's incredibly simple, which makes it super resilient and easy to add to things you already have.
And when a threshold is breached, the alerting is, well, it's relentless. This isn't just an email that might get lost in your inbox.
No, not at all. You get the standard web page alerts, SNMP traps, sure. But the real fail-safes are analog.
Which is what you need, right? Because the network itself could be the problem.
Exactly. If you lose your WAN connection, what good is an email? That's why the voice phone calls, handled by an automatic dialer, and the SMS alerts from a 3G modem are just non-negotiable.
So you're guaranteed to get the alert. And you could set different levels.
2 levels, non-critical and critical. So you can tailor the response to how serious the event is.
Okay, so that's sensing. What about acting? The system has a single output relay. This seems key.
It is. It lets the unit actually do something. It can power an external device on or off when an alarm triggers. Or, you can do it manually through the interface.
So if the temp spikes, it could trigger a big fan or an AC unit.
Exactly that. It's a huge feature for remote management. I will say, though, for such a comprehensive system, having only one relay, it does make you question the scalability a bit.
That's a fair point. You have to prioritize.
You do.
But here's where the integration gets really powerful. The network oversight.
Yeah.
It can pull in feeds from IP video cameras.
Yeah, this is a great feature. So when an alarm goes off, you don't just see a number on a screen. You get a live video feed right next to your environmental data.
And it can trigger a snapshot automatically.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Which is irrefutable proof for, say, an insurance claim.
And the system itself, it's running Linux. So it's a watchdog for the network, too.
A proactive one. It can ping up to 64 IP devices. If your main router goes offline, it sends out the same critical alerts it would for a flood. It's monitoring the environment and the network health.
Let's talk reliability. The engineering seems designed to protect you from, reality, power outages.
Right. It has dual DC power inputs. If one source fails, it switches to the other, automatically. No interruption.
And the battery backup is the last resort.
The absolute last line of defense. An optional sealed lithium battery that gives you 2 hours of power after both DC sources have failed. It's built for resilience.
And that resilience goes all the way to security, right? The protocols it supports are all modern.
That's crucial for longevity. It supports things like SSH v2 and TLS 1.2, but the big one is XOAUTH2.
Why is that one so important?
Well, it's the high security authentication that providers like Google and Microsoft require now. So your email alerts won't suddenly stop working because your monitoring system is using an outdated login protocol.
So it's future-proofed.
That's the goal. That's why the mean time between failures is, something like 230,000 hours? It's built to last.
So if we boil it all down for the small business owner, what's the takeaway? The E-2DB is this consolidated defense. It's blending sensing, network checks, control, and these deep redundant alerts.
It's basically an IT immune system in a box.
I like that, an IT immune system.
But here's a final thought for you to consider. The system's protocols mention syslog and SNMP v3. So while it excels at reacting to disasters, how much more powerful could it be? Imagine using those tools to analyze tiny environmental trends over time. A slow temperature rise over a week, say. You could predict component failure before the critical alarm ever goes off.
So moving from reaction to prediction.
Exactly. And that's the real difference between just reacting to disaster and actually guaranteeing uptime.